Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now? 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Who you gonna call right now?
I can't find my good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Saturday, May 29th, 11:11 a.m. and the 8:11 Pacific Standard Time is where we're at. Gracie was moving her hips. Katie's making a smoothie. Lisa's going to feed the horses. It's a party. It is a party. See the flowers? The party is going on. It continues today. Whoo! Mama Grace is just having a nonstop party celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Happy birthday, Gracie. We're all so fine. We're up at the ranch. We're up at the ranch, everybody. And there she goes. There she goes. We saw you. There she goes again. She's heading out to the horses. 5 horses, Katie?
4 horses and a pony.
4 horses and a pony. And this week, probably Thursday, or maybe tomorrow morning, we'll start tomorrow morning. We'll do a walk on the ranch and check out some horses and some ranch action. But this day, it's Saturday. So tonight is Gary Lambert. One more Saturday night with Gary Lambert, because last night was Display and Share. Share. I read my People Share commemorative edition last night. And Rob Morocco. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Ooh. T-shirts. 11:11 with Jenna t-shirts have now been created. So if you want an 11:11 t-shirt, and I know this next person wears a lot of t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen, my friend and yours, kind of like a brother. Jeff Metzger. Hey there.
T-shirts? What?
Yeah. White or black. Long sleeve, short sleeve.
Whatever, you know. Let me see if I can get this a little bit better because I'm using the Surface Pro.
Ooh, aloha.
Okay, here we go.
I like the white and then I like the black, and then I can't imagine wearing either one of them because it has a big photograph of me on the cover. So.
What are you talking about?
The t-shirt.
Which t-shirt?
The 11:11 with Jenna. There will be multiple. There's a dog one, and there's a one with. It's the image of the graphic of the magnet is the t-shirt. That's okay. Katie's making a smoothie. What's in the smoothie, Katie? Arugula. Beet greens.
A little bit of
Spinach.
Hi, Dr. Katie.
Orange juice.
Oh, hi.
Banana.
Is that Jeff?
Jeff Metzger.
Yes, hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Katie. So we have Mama Grace's flowers in the background?
Oh yeah, some of them. These right here are from Patty, and there are 90 flowers in the bouquet.
Oh, this was the 90th?
Yeah.
Why was 89? Oh my goodness, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
A noctogenarian that looks, well, the 90 is the new 70.
90's the new 70, Mama. That's what she makes it look like.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
90 is the new 70.
Oh, good, Jeff. I'm glad you said that. Makes me feel good.
So how is your pup? Where is is she still sleeping?
No, she's right here. Layla. She was just
Lillian woke up at 5 a.m. today to go outside.
You want to come say hi to everybody? You want to come here? Well, she's doing her crawl. Come here, my little.
Oh, Layla does the army crawl.
She does the army called me here. Oh, Layla.
Tika did the army crawl. She still do the army crawl?
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Layla. Hi, Layla girl. Are you a pretty girl today? Look at you. She's really big. She's like twice the size of Lily and Pearl.
And then we were at some friend's house the other night, and they started 90-pounder, so that's 4 Laylas.
How did they do together?
Oh, she didn't go that one. That was just that was
90 pounds. Yeah, I had a 90-pound. Well, the Rottweiler, he was about 100 pounds, 105. 95 was Mooney.
We went to the dog park the other day, and there was a one who's there occasionally, 155-pound Newfoundland, a Newfie, all black. The head, the nose, the dog's nose was the size of William.
Yeah,
They call him a gentle giant. I mean, and Layla, Layla goes up and barks them all, trying to get them all to chase her. She doesn't care about size. Hi, little girl. Hi, little
Lillian she used to love to get chased. She doesn't love getting chased anymore.
Oh.
She doesn't even, she goes to the dog park. She's like,
Oh, that's
maybe please go to a party or something.
That's what Layla tries to do, provoke him into running, chasing her. Yeah, where are you going?
Hi, Layla girl.
She's down. Okay, she wants to play though. She doesn't understand. She hasn't got the concept that Saturday is a different day than any other day. This room is playtime. What can I tell you?
Anytime?
Anytime. It's supposed to be my work time. I come in here. She thinks I've come in here to play with her.
Well, soon that will be. Are you getting closer
To what?
to retiring?
Well, we're all getting closer to dying each day, so I guess that would be
Tiring, not
kind of
dying.
too. Sure, but I can't put an end date on it yet. It's still. It's
Do
close.
people call you and go, "Hey Jeff, I got to ask you one question." Hey Jeff, I got something.
I'll help some people with some minor stuff. I'll look at things that people bring in, because if it's something worthy, I want to refer it to a colleague. So there's reasons to talk to people, and if I'm there, I mean, once I'm out completely, I'm going to probably turn off my phones.
Really?
Oh, but there's a ways to go for that before that would actually happen.
So we got some rooms down in Mexico.
Oh, you did?
You know what? I'm sitting here talking, and I haven't even looked to see if we made it to the.
Because she said, I guess somebody must have talked to her in the last couple of days.
Let me just make sure that we're online right now, because we're just having this good old time right here.
Yeah, you were. That's how you think I knew you were talking about. Yeah, you're on. Neat.
Oh, we're here. Okay. Oh, there's people. They have said things. I need to edit the privacy, which goes to public. Done. And see, lower the volume. Julie Luce, William Lindemann, Rob Morocco. Oh, he sent T-shirts to you on Messenger. The photos. Rob Morocco just sent you
Oh, good. Okay.
images. So yeah, Rob Morocco and Patty are heading down.
Rob's wife.
Oh, and Carol, of course. Rob and Carol, maybe Steph, and
they're reserved?
And reserved. Yep. So there's only a couple. There are 3 doubles left.
She was here this week. So she said that they were. I guess somebody must have talked to her in the last couple of days.
Patty probably.
I think so, because she said she'd gotten a request and she was going to work on it, and they got back on Thursday.
They both have suites. Or did you get a? Are there more than 2 suites? Did you get a suite?
There's 2 suites.
They got the suites.
Do you remember?
And and then I got a double.
Good. It's on.
It's on. Now I just have to. And now next week at
I'm sorry. Did you use one from a small bag?
What are you guys doing?
Oh.
You're talking granola? Are we making granola?
No, she's just looking.
What's going on in your life?
What is going on in my life? It was a busy week. We had things with people every night, almost every night.
Wow, you guys are social.
Well, my sister was in town one night. That was one night. My brother the next night. Then we got together with Friends had us over on Thursday night, some people we hadn't seen for quite a while, some from the old days. Tonight, we're having a couple over. Tomorrow night, we're going out to dinner with Allie and Joey. And then starts the new week. Lisa's back on Monday doing her volunteer work at the Wildlife Center.
She's now volunteering.
Yeah, she's got her shifts on Monday afternoons, late afternoons.
Oh, cool. And what will she be doing?
I think we'll save that one for when you have her on. She can talk all about that while she reads the poetry.
Well,
when she's coming on, and
Lisa can have like.
She has hours of stories about this wildlife center, and she was there once.
She was there for 2 hours, and she's got like 5 hours of stories.
It was kind of like that. With every animal of this kind, and the ducks, and the this, and the pictures, and so she can do a narration.
Well, we could get Julie on as a regular. I'm open whenever. This week I'm heading back. Let's see. Tonight I'm here at the ranch, and then tomorrow I go back down to the Bay Area because I have a gig, and so I'll be in the Bay Area. And then Tuesday night I'm going to be sitting right next to Dr. Andrew Rader. So we're going to do a hypnosis live on 11/11, and then
You gonna hypnotize you?
Yeah.
You ever done that? You ever been?
Yeah, with Andy. Long time.
I haven't. I'm not, the time is I've not been able to go under.
We'll do something. We'll decide what we're going to do, but probably a relaxation type thing, a sleeping thing. And that, because they go to bed early, and if I don't get hypnotized to go to sleep, I'll be up till 4. But and then Wednesday I will be driving back up north, and then here for a week on the ranch because I'm doing, that's right, because I have 3 gigs up here in the Bay Area in Lake County.
What's after the week? Then what?
Still a couple of gigs left here, or hotel rooms left here. I know you're going somewhere else.
I went to Colorado.
Yeah, you're going to Colorado.
A week from
Oh,
Monday.
when?
A week from Monday.
And how long are you going to be gone?
3 days.
2 shows?
2 shows. One night with my sister-in-law, then 2 shows, then home.
How fun. And are you
home,
friends?
Then I'm home for 2 days, and then we go back. We go to the mountains again.
Something's beeping.
That's a funny story. So we have, the coffee maker beeps when it's done. The microwave will beep. I've got my timer for when I stretch that beeps. Anyway, one day last year when my son and son-in-law were staying with us for the COVID, the whole thing, one day, what Chris says, comes in and says, he says, I really appreciate the hospitality. He says, but the beeping, everything's beeping. The washer, dryer, everything. I can't take the beeping.
The house of beeping. That's really funny. You guys are great, but this beeping stuff's got to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually carry a little bit of duct tape with me because I'll stay somewhere. There's always those lights. There's that one blue light in the room, or in a hotel room, there's that little red light and that light and that light. My dad, just take some duct tape with you. So, but
So you can sleep?
What?
So you can sleep?
Well, so there isn't a bright red light blasting over at me.
In 1998, I think it was, went on a golfing trip to Scotland with a friend of mine. So we get on the plane. I think we probably flew business, and they give us the packet of little accessories, including a sleep mask. So I put the sleep mask on. This is pretty cool, and I've been using a sleep mask for 23 years ever since. So lights like that, I couldn't care less.
Well, but then when I have a really cool sleep mask that actually is contoured, so that your eyes open.
Oh. I use
Like,
the Velcro, not what's the ones from Brookstone, the ones with the soft material, you know, what do you,
ooh, I don't know.
what do you, velour
Oh,
kind of stuff.
uh-huh. No, these actually kind of look like they look like a slee stack because they're like, what am I trying to say? They're not close to the eye, so your eyes can move inside. So your eyelashes aren't all smashed.
Let's play charades. Sounds like,
Are you a good charades? I bet Lisa's really great at charades.
yes.
I bet
And-
Lisa's fantastic at charades.
Yes, she would be at that, and everything else that involves competition and talent.
Dictionary, competition and talent. Well, is she?
Except Trivial Pursuit, I'm the player there. They all want to be my partner.
I'm a good Trivial Pursuit.
I just know shit.
We'll be on the same team.
Yeah.
That would be a fun thing to do here. We were going to do bingo, COVID bingo, but never got around to it. But we could do Trivial Pursuit.
You could actually do Trivial Pursuit over the. Everybody has a game. You could all play on Zoom. That's my dad. Way back before my dad was an inveterate gambler. Loved it, and with his friends, and every game he could play. And one of his favorite games was liar's dice.
Dice?
Like liar's poker. Well, in Northern California, this is an interesting phenomenon that I've never been able to understand. In Northern California, virtually every bar will have dice cups.
Totally.
Okay? That's why I grew up in Northern California, you know, and there's a zillion games you can play with them. And you know, so in Southern California, there's not a single bar ever. You cannot find dice cups in a bar here at all. It's just literally, and I have never been able to understand why there's a difference. It's not like some have and some haven't. We're talking 100% in Northern California and 0 in Southern California. Any event, so my dad he loved liar's dice. And and he loved gambling, and he had great friends. And this is the days way before the internet. They would actually, and you know, liar's dice, you have to show your dice at the end of the thing. You cover them up and you show them.
Right.
He would play liar's dice over the phone with his friends. Okay. One would have a dice cup in their, whatever their office was, and the other one at their home, whatever it was. And they'd play, and they'd have to trust each other, right? When somebody said, you have 3 threes, you know, but they were, okay. So the funny part is my dad was so good at it. One of his buddies, they were playing one day, and on the other end, his opponent had another of their friends over. So there was 2 of them there. Okay, and on one line, you know, no telephones. I mean, no FaceTimes. It was all by phone, landlines. And Dad was in the wherever he was, and the guy who was watching was cracking up because as they're playing, the guy he's playing is covering up his dice. Now remember, my dad's not there. He's on the other end of the thing. Nobody can see the he's covering up the dice. He's so afraid. He thinks my dad has this sixth sense, you know, where he must know all, that he has to cover up his dice even though the opponent's not in the room.
That's funny. Like, he's gonna check it out. That's great. I used to work for a musician, engineer, creative that played chess on postcards from all over the world. He had like 25 or 30 different games going at one time. And I would get postcards every day, and I'd put them in order, and then I'd hand him a stack, and during his break, he would play chess, and it would be the next move, and then you'd mail another card back.
Huh. Those games took a while.
Yeah. Months.
That was not speed chess, you know, like in that movie. What was the movie?
They were people from all over the world.
That's funny.
And he actually helped generate or create the Jaminator, the guitar, air guitar. What's that app called?
What do you want?
Guitar Hero.
You want to come back up here?
Ed Bogas. Check him out. Ed Bogas.
What do you want? What do you want?
His assistant. Layla.
She wants to play with her toy. See, I'm screwing up her routine. Come here. Come here.
Has the poetry been read? Layla gets poetry read to her every day.
That's after playtime and breakfast. They can go back, then they'll have a little snuggle time with her first nap. That is, she's got herself a toy here. Huh.
Oh, Lillian can hear the Lillian hears it.
Oh, Lillian can hear that. What do you want? Why don't you go take it to mom? Because
Oh yeah, she's great. She presses on those buttons.
oh, there's Lillian. But Lillian isn't here. Come here.
Chica's barking. Chica hears the squeak. Chica's 15 and a half. Yesterday, a couple days ago, I posted a photo of Chica, and she was sleeping on the couch, and she kind of looks over at me like,
Who's Chica?
Katie's dog, Chica. And Dave Love said, you better get back to Michigan. Lillian looks really wiped out, and she needs a hairdo.
Oh, it was Chica.
Yeah. Looked like Lillian needed a little touch up in the gray area.
So wait, let's go back to something that these people don't know about, which is you're complaining about 8/11. Okay, well, let's to me of all people, you're complaining about 8/11.
I didn't think I wasn't complaining. I was sort of
Okay. Well,
I was in solidarity with you.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, here is what she wrote. You tell me. We'll let you all be the guide here. That this 8/11 stuff is kind of bullshit. Quote unquote. Okay. To me, who's been doing this at 8/11 for a year and it's whatever it's been.
And he said, no sympathy from me, sister.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wake up really early, but then I'm just kind of laying there and I got to get up. Oh, I have to do this. It's more about the light and, getting everything. But my sister got me this really cool, we think it's cool. What is it? Like a computer desk, a laptop desk that supposedly does all these different configurations. Like you can be in bed with it and you can stand on your head and you can turn it on its side. And then it's got a little shelf. So I have the camera on a different shelf so my head's not cut off. If people give me, your head's cut off, I know my head's cut off. I do it because it's part of my style.
That was Irene Young's style.
Yeah, it was mine, but Irene Young made it famous.
Mom.
She chops off the head just a little bit. These artists need their beauty sleep, Well, or sleep in general would be kind of cool, but I'm not a big sleeper. Are you? You wake up, yeah?
I've been a bit earlier than I don't know. I'm trying to make sure I get 7.5 plus hours now. It's the days of 6 hours a night. That's not healthy. We're too old. I'm trying to, but I don't sleep 9 hours.
Gosh, I don't think I've ever slept 9 hours in my life. They did too, behind me. They link their arms behind me. They're talking about me over there. Irene Young, Mama, we went to her studio. It was in San Francisco. And she's making a book. And I think we're going to be in the book.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. You and I, that photo of you and I is going to be in the book. Yeah. Yeah. There's this a whole breakfast menagerie happening over here. Jay asked, Sleep, what's that? Jay, how are the gigs going? Jay's the keyboard player down on the Central Coast. Hey, do you ever cook with Japanese rice, sweet Japanese rice?
No. Sweet Japanese rice.
Yeah. Wow.
I do basmati or the other kind, jasmine, but
check out this. It's sort of like, do you like mochi?
What's that?
Sweet rice.
It's what sweet Japanese rice. They make mochi out of sweet Japanese rice. It's a sweet. It's a. How do you describe what mochi is? It comes. You've never seen those mochi ice cream, like if you're in a Japanese restaurant and they give you that little dome like ice cream.
Is it fermented or is it just ice? Is it just?
It's just ice cream, but it has it's sweet. But the rice itself. is so good. Look at it. It's so pretty. See?
You cook it just like regular rice?
Yeah, it's crazy sweet. Played the Lighthouse last Thursday in the Fox Theater. Wow. Oh, I saw that. Congratulations.
Who and where? Which Fox Theater? There's a lot of them.
In not Merced, not Fresno. I forget where you're at all of a sudden, Jay. Jay Smith, good morning.
Merced, I think, right? Not Merced? No, but there's no, I don't think there's a Fox Theater in Merced,
Bakersfield.
in Bakersfield. I've been there.
Have you?
We saw Neil Young and Crazy Horse there like 3 years ago. Neil announced, he did a mini tour. He brought Crazy Horse together for 5 shows. Announced them like the
And
day
one of
before.
them was in Bakersfield?
3 in Fresno, 2 in Bakersfield. That was the tour.
That's really cool.
Oh, Bakersfield's great. We've seen him there. We've taken up there for 2 Elton John trips over the years. And there's haven't I talked about the Basque restaurants in Bakersfield?
No.
So the Basques have settled throughout the San Joaquin Valley, which is where I grew up. Yeah, we have to-
Okay.
we go for the Basque food, then we go to the show. Elton played the Arena, but Neil played the Fox. And the Fox theaters are the ones that have been like this one have been redone over.
Right.
They are magnificent when you go inside.
Well, it's I don't know if it's subsidized by the city they are in, the local government subsidizes the Fox theaters.
There was one out in
like
Pomona.
in-
I saw Neil do in Pomona a few years ago too.
And I saw Neil at the Fox Theater in Detroit. Were you there, Lisa? Solo show. Neil solo.
I have not seen Neil solo.
Oh, wow.
That would be number 1 on what I'd want to see going forward if we would do it again.
Front row, center seats with my brother, Nino Mammina, Detroit Fox Theater. Neil, he goes, you want to go to Neil Young? I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not a big Neil Young fan. I love the songs, but his voice is like one of those voices like Bob that you gotta like love, and I didn't love. And I went to the show, and he played guitar, and he played on an upright, and he played on a grand piano, and I was crying halfway through the rest of it, which doesn't mean anything, but
She did the thing with the there she okay. I'm listening. Yes, I want to see him do a solo show. Lisa would never stand for the jamming, so she won't go to that, but she would go see him do the
the solo, Neil Young solo is otherworldly.
well in his recent year shows, especially with the with Lucas and Promise the Real, he'd come out and do a couple of acoustic numbers, like 2, and then the band would come on.
Lucas used to come up here and play at a bar, like at the brewing company in Ukiah, and they'd pay him in pot.
When
He'd like to come up here just to get the medicine.
he comes by that, honestly.
I mean, his big old bus would roll up, and he'd play at a brewing company, and we'd all hang out, and I'll give him, whatever we were growing, and he'd test it out. Nice, Lisa.
When he talks, you'd never know he was Willie's son.
But when he sings, you can.
I'm being funny. Are you kidding? Have you listened? Oh my God. He's like us. He is. You close your eyes
He
and
has
listen.
another brother too.
Yeah, Micah or Micah. Micah or Micah. Micah.
Micah.
Maybe Micah.
What are you doing today?
I need to go to I may go to the farmer's market and pick up a few things. We have a couple coming over tonight, so I'm gonna slow cook something, so I'm gonna cook this afternoon. And I don't know, just probably some honeydews and other things.
Check out, listen to some beeping.
Listen to some beeping.
Some friends of mine have a band called Beep. It's a trio called Beep.
Take the dog to the dog park. I don't know.
And tomorrow, any music?
This weekend we're not doing music. We did it
So
Last weekend, last weekend, but this weekend, no, tomorrow. We'll probably have some.
fly up to the porch concert tomorrow,
What time?
3:00
You'll stream it?
in Oakland.
You'll stream it?
Yep, 3 p.m. Pop-up porch concert at from Peltz Productions.
Okay, I'll watch. So you have no other music. It's perfect.
Great guys. Glenn Appel's, he's a harmonica player. He also plays flugelhorn. And my friend Robin Lewis is a modest bomb shit 7-string guitar player. And we just sit on the porch. And Michael puts out, last week he did his first show and he said, I'm going to do the Bill Graham thing. I'm going to go get some apples. And I thought, get more than apples. So he brought 3 different kinds of apples and nectarines and cuties and everything. It's really fun. Hey, Chica.
I'll probably watch the Giants and Dodgers this afternoon if my heart can take it.
Wow. They lost last night, yeah?
No. The Giants won last night.
Oh, they did?
Not that I was watching at the end because I was so pissed when they blew their lead that I turned it off.
Oh, I thought when I saw someone said, I don't like the color of Dodger blue, I just assumed that they had lost.
They got as close to losing as you possibly could, but the left fielder made certainly one of the greatest catches in the franchise history by going over the fence, timing his leap perfectly, and robbing Albert Pujols of the game-winning home run after the pitcher had given up the game-tying 3-run homer to the batter before. I missed the great catch because I was so pissed. I slammed off the TV, off the phone, and started going to bed. And then I was following on my phone, just play-by-play. And then when it was finally over, they had won. I went back and started watching, and I heard that they kept on Twitter. They were talking about this great catch. So I went and found the catch. Unbelievable. If you have any interest, Google that. You'll find the catch last night. It was unbelievable. And if they had lost, it would have been tragic. They had lost 4 straight to the Dodgers. This would have been 5 straight. You would have figured out they couldn't win this game last night. They may never beat them. And,
wow.
Yeah, but I missed watching the end.
That's like my sister talked about the Cubs the other day. Did you see that catch?
You mean the boneheaded play that's gone viral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
It was
crazy.
so boneheaded and so viral that you're now the second person after my wife who otherwise doesn't really follow baseball to actually have brought this up to me. That's how bad that play was. But you would get non-baseball fans to actually.
Oh, I'm a baseball fan. I'm a Cubs fan.
Are you? You're a Cubs? Oh, that's right. Because where you are, sure. Yeah.
My sister's a big Cubs fan.
Back in the day.
Way back in the Ernie Banks time.
I read this. One of the first things I read in the morning is a newsletter by a writer named Craig Calcaterra. If you like baseball, he was a lawyer who retired from. He's probably in his late 40s now. Retired from his law and became a writer. And for a while was kind of the baseball writer for NBC Sports. And then has left that. Now he's freelancing. He's written some books, and he writes this newsletter now, a new Substack newsletter that is centered around baseball, but then he morphs it into whatever the events of the day are. And he summarizes every baseball game with a lot of humor and satire, and then goes into whatever things he wants to talk to. He'll go into politics, and he's obviously on the good side of things. But he's a very good writer, very good. But if you do not miss anything what's going on in the baseball world if you read that every day, because he
does it every day.
5 days a week, doesn't do it on weekends. And
Michael Keel says the game ain't over till it's over.
27 ounce, baby.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are making me hungry. They're making all this food behind me. What are you baking today, Lisa?
You're going to make some English muffins.
Lisa's making English muffins. We'll do a little live later on. A little. My foot's asleep right now.
Live while we're eating.
Live while we're eating. She's not toasting the English muffins, Jeff. She's making them.
I got that. I got that distinction between toasting and making.
She's
If you would have said toasting, you wouldn't have said toasting, because if it was just toasting English muffins, that wouldn't have been anything worth even mentioning. So
uh-uh.
making English muffins, that's a skill.
And they're gluten free.
I would
And they're
imagine.
really pretty. So I have this new computer desk that I'm afraid to move because I don't want it to collapse, but maybe it won't. That's okay.
So you're there no, you're going tomorrow. How long?
I'm going tomorrow to Oakland so I can go to the farmer's market. And then
How
I'm
many days in Oakland?
till Wednesday.
Then back up there for a week? And then where after that?
Yep. And then gigs Saturday and Sunday and Monday next week. And there's a few people coming up to the Tall Man. There are 3 rooms left for Saturday night, I think. But
how
starting to happen.
long are you gonna stay in California?
I'm gonna be here till the 12th, and then I'll come back probably in July. Because Michigan's so great in the summertime. It's kind of, I mean, it's like epic. It's incredible. It's white sandy beaches without palm trees. No sharks.
We were up in the Traverse City area and surrounding areas for 2 summers back in the day. So yes, I do know.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a couple gigs up in Baldwin. And when we stayed at that, remember we were at that hotel last year in Traverse, near Traverse. And then you played at that golf course that we stayed at in Baldwin.
No.
You didn't?
No.
I was walking around a golf course and I almost got hit.
Yes, that was not the one.
Hi, Armando. Armando's here. So there's a lot of people. Most of the people that are on the show right now everybody's in California. Julie Luce, Jay Smith, Armando, and Mike Keel.
Well, that's because, Jenna, all your friends in the East Coast are still sleeping.
Yeah, they are. It's almost noon. But all this English muffin making is making.
I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now, the backwards. Speaking of which, we can still say happy birthday, Bob. Still the same week.
Today?
No, Dylan turned 80 on Monday.
Gracie, Jeff says happy birthday.
No, to Gracie, I said, and to Bob Dylan. I was thinking we
That's
still.
right. Oh, and Bob and Grace. Yeah, they have the same. They're both in the same week.
Thanks, Jeff.
My friend
And-
Arthur.
And Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, really?
Hey. Oh my gosh.
My friend Arthur posted some really cool Bob photos. I have
Where?
to send you on Instagram. Search Arthur Rosado. You'll be glad you did. I'll tell you what it is actually. He's making a book, and I'm going to help him market it.
How do you spell Rosado?
Let me find him for you. And I'll tell you how to. It's Studio. The word Studio Rosato. Rosato. You're welcome.
R.
OSATO.
Here we go. What am I looking at?
You're looking at all of his.
Woodstock. That's Woodstock, isn't it?
It's Woodstock, it's Altamont, and everywhere else. The Fillmore.
He took all these pictures?
Yep.
Are they for sale? Hi, little girl.
No. But if you love something, I can probably get you in touch with him and you can discuss it with him.
That would be good. Look at these. Holy shit.
I know. He's the 5th member of the band usually.
He's
Isn't that
the
groovy?
of the band?
No, he just is always the fifth member in a band, as the photographer, as the sound guy, as the manager. He was manager for Carlos for many years, and Bruce. He did all of Bruce's video, so he never took any photos of Bruce. He just did all the video.
So I'm reading this great book now. on
And
that
he's making a book, so when the book comes out, I'll make sure you get a copy.
I'm reading this great book. Actually, I wonder if Gary knows this guy. Why does it do that? Let's get there. I don't want this. Okay. This book
right out here. I'm like, ooh, the magic years.
Jonathan Taplin, you know who he is? He was a tour manager for Dylan in the 60s and the band.
Have fun.
And then he got involved making movies. I think he was a co-producer of The Last Waltz. He got together with Scorsese. Then he became this, his next specialty, he went to a different thing and became a professor of innovation and all kinds of stuff. Any event, this is the book about his years in the rock and roll scene.
Ooh.
And with some application to today. And
what is it called? I'm sorry.
The Magic Years, Scenes from a Rock and Roll Life. It is really good. He is just a sharp guy, and he tells us stories about going back to the early 60s with Dylan, and he was at the Newport Folk Festival when the world changed with Dylan.
Oh, Arthur, there's some Newport on there also.
Yeah, so then he gets together with the band. He's a tour manager for a while, and then he got tired of rock and roll and then started making movies. And knows everybody, but the book's very well written. I wonder if Gary knows him.
Well, I'm sure Arthur does. I'm sure Gary, yeah.
Oh, Arthur, yeah. So I have to, you know what, I'm going to look right here.
What's his name again?
Jonathan Taplin.
Spell it for me.
Taplin. So what I want to look up though is.
Here we are both.
I'm going to look up if Rosado's mentioned in his book. Rosato. Taplan. Taplin.
I'm looking forward to asking Arthur, and he's gonna go, oh yeah, Jonathan. One time Jonathan and I were on tour with the Stones in I think 1972, and I mean he had stories of George singing Here Comes the Sun.
Well, then he has to know him because Jonathan was asked to be the tour manager for the Stones tour, I think in 72.
Oh, they knew each other then.
And he declined because he had tired, and this is when, in Keith's wild days, he was, as he writes, he was tired of babysitting the heroin addicts, Clapton and all the alcoholism in the band. He said, I don't want to babysit anymore. So he declined to be the tour manager, but then he got involved in doing the movies, I think, with somebody introduced him to Scorsese. And, I know what it was. He co-produced the Scorsese's first movie, The Mean Streets, which is, I want to go back and watch. I've never seen it. I want to go back and watch that one, which is what put Scorsese on the map. And then they stayed together, and I think he was involved in The Last Waltz. So that's who this guy is.
All right. Well, I just asked Arthur, so when he wakes up, I'll get a good response, or maybe he'll respond.
I'm going to go through his pictures.
Yeah, have fun. You can go to his website and see some of them bigger, but the book is going to be super happening. It's going to be about Altamont, and if you look at the photos,
holy moly.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Altamont is all in black and white. And nobody's smiling.
Should check this one out of Dylan. Holy.
Yeah, they're really close.
So if you Google, let's see if something else comes up. If Jonathan, if you Google Jonathan Taplin and Arthur
Rosato
in the same search, let's see if something comes up. Yep. Here we go. First thing, Bob Dylan interview, 2014. Let's see where it goes.
You've had your baby.
I'll be damned. Let's see if I can find it. I know everybody wants to watch me scroll through my phone, but
Do, 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 do,
But
do.
you said the most important things are the.
Do, 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 do.
in this particular article, Taplin is quoted, but then
Makes it hard on my kids.
Oh, is Arthur quoted also then?
and Lynn Goldsmith is quoted. Well, I'm gonna have to read this article. And then where's Arthur? I'm looking for it, but it says he's in here.
He's the nicest person.
You know what I've learned over the last year is if you don't know Jenna Mammina, you are really you're nowhere. You're nothing.
My friend wanted me to put on my tombstone, and I already have it, but I don't have it. He said, she knows everybody and she's lived everywhere.
Okay, well, this is a long piece, and it says he's in here.
We can talk about it next week, and then I'll share the story for next week.
There you go. I'll send you the. I'm going to send you the interview, so just you have it, and then we can find it.
And then I'll ask Gary tonight, because I know Gary knows Arthur because we all knew each other from Jeff. Oh, thank you. I was like, oh, Jeff Metzger just texted me. All right, man. Well,
Okay.
hug your girls.
Will do.
Tell them I
You
said
do
hello.
this- you too. You got a bunch of them there too. So
Lots of girls and one boy, Andy Flanders, the cat, who goes right up to Lillian last night about midnight, walks right up to her face, and then he's a little taunter, isn't he, Katie? Andy walked right up to Lillian like 3 times last night.
He loves dogs.
He's just
He's
like,
never afraid when you go.
but they growl at him.
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Well, it hurts his feelings,
I know, I felt bad.
but he doesn't.
I'm going to go feed a hungry dog.
Okay. So he said, not really. We had some, this is Arthur. We had some conversations when he started. Oh, so Jonathan started Lionsgate.
They do that when you start to listen, and then
Okay, I haven't got that far in the book yet.
He started Lionsgate, and while he managed the Alpha Band and after the Rolling Thunder review, but no stories. Good morning, Arthur.
Or none that he'll tell. That's good. See,
He's super diplomatic.
I can go now and be satisfied that I have reached the pinnacle of knowing Jenna Mammina, so that who knows everybody, and now that's how I'll be known. We should do FOJ. We have to have a new group, FOJ.
Friends of Jenna.
Yeah, remember the Clinton thing in the 90s?
Thanks, Jeff.
Have a good week, everyone.
You too. See you,
Bye,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff
I'll
Metzger.
watch tomorrow, 3:00.
Mama Grace, Katie, Lisa.
Happy birthday again, Mama Grace. Many happy returns.
All right, hon.
Okay, ciao.
She's got an English muffin, buttered up. See you,
Okay.
man. Jeff
Maybe.
Metzger, everybody. I need to download the laugh track. Oh, there's a little terracotta pot back there. I didn't even know that was there. And there's the cloud gate right there. That's a little cloud gate that I bought for Lisa and Katie when they got married. Okay, kids, party on. Happy Saturday morning. Stay safe, stay healthy, be nice. Mama Grace, I can see you, but I'll be sitting with you in 30 seconds. Everybody else, big hug. And Arthur. Oh, Arthur says hi, everybody. Say hi for me. He says,
Hi, Arthur.
check out his Instagram page, which again is, I had it a second ago. Oh, Studio Rosato. Studio Rosato. You will have a blast. I love the Sammy Hagar photo. See you tonight on One More Saturday Night with Gary Lambert. Right. Grateful thoughts. Gargantuan words and a Unguarded heart. See you guys. Thanks, Jeff. Bye, Layla. Love heart. Really hard.